My name is Patrick Murphy-Racey. I'm a Sony artisan, and every once in a while I like to do videos talking about the equipment that I'm using for my production and just advances that Sony's making in general, which is all the time, just about every week, seems like. But anyway, this is a really cool setup. This is a totally legit way to shoot 4K video. By using the Atomos Ninja Flame, you get around the clip limit that the camera has. So you basically turn the camera on and it sits idle while the Ninja is capturing onto a hard drive your content, which is really cool. You can even capture in ProRes, which is really nice. Sony's got this killer solution of this, it's called the XLR K2M unit that captures real killer NPR level audio with a shotgun mic. Comes with a dead cat on it and everything. Sony's also got the really sweet wireless mic that I use a lot, the Sony. The new receiver of which actually allows you to capture the same signal on two different channels at two different attenuations so that you cannot mess up your audio, which is amazing, or two separate mics if you want to do it that way. But this is pretty typical. I usually go with a lav on the person I'm interviewing, and then I use the shotgun in addition, and then I usually find a nice mix between those to get what I want. And of course, this whole setup is all 4K capable in full frame, which creates a beautiful sort of an eye candy that it's not really possible to capture any other way. But this is a big rig. This is a lot to kind of deal with, and it's difficult to do run and gun production with a rig like this. Not impossible, but it's difficult. And so oftentimes, you know, I'm a trained photojournalist. That's how I cut my teeth in photography. And so I'm always looking for a lighter way to not carry so much gear but still get great quality. And so today, the purpose of this video is to talk to you about the lightest possible weight imaginable with good audio for a system that you could run and gun with and be a one-man show, one-woman show. So here you go. It has nothing to do with any of the gear that's here in front of me, actually. And everything I need to do run and gun is right in my pocket here. And the basis of it starts with the RX100V, the Mark V. This camera has a Zeiss lens. It has a really great focal length of 24 to 70 millimeter. It's a fast lens no matter where you're at. So at 24 millimeter, it's a 1.8 aperture. By the time you close it down to 70, the slowest the lens ever gets is 2.8, which is great, nice and fast. You can flip this up around so that you can actually see what you're doing if you're working on the other side of the camera and you're doing everything by yourself. And in general, the codec that's in here with the 4K offers both 24 and 30p, which is phenomenal. So basically, this is a really great little visual tool. It has incredible image stabilization built in. It has a 1-inch chip inside of it, so this is going to give you oftentimes much far superior results than like a smaller chip that's found in the $5,000 to $6,000 range camcorders. So this has great potential, visually at least, to give us amazing quality. But the problem is the audio. There's nowhere to plug in a microphone. You can do HDMI out, which is cool. You can actually plug this into the Atomos and capture ProRes off of this, which is another really cool thing. This might be the one camera in the world that would be appropriate to mount to an Atomos rather than mounting the Atomos to it. But that's for another video. So what then do we do to get this clean audio aspect of what we need? Let me reach back into my pocket here because I just happen to have a solution. This is a brand new product from Tascam. It's called the DR10L, and it is a little tiny lavalier microphone system. And while it looks like this is a transmitter, it's actually not a transmitter. This just receives hardwired microphone information, and inside of this is a little tiny miniature audio recorder, 48K, just like NPR. And so basically this is a really neat tool because now you can just simply put on and attach your microphone to somebody, turn the thing on, start it recording, slip it in your pocket, and now you can use the RX100V as your primary shooting, even if you're hand holding or a cheap tripod or something like that, while you're capturing really, really good quality audio through the Tascam unit. And so the combination of these two things together makes for an amazing opportunity at $1,200. Camera's $1,000, Zeiss lens, 24-70, 1.8 to 2.8, 4K, 24 and 30p, and then the Tascam is only $200, including the microphone. So one AA battery, and you're off and running. So this is a really cool, neat opportunity that really hasn't existed before. And I'm excited about doing projects that get me to get a big check for doing kind of big production stuff, you know, 4 or 5 camera setups and things like that. But I'm also interested in telling stories, really getting at the heart of photojournalism, digging into a story. And oftentimes this kind of gear gets in the way. And so this kind of thing with the little Tascam unit can be a great tool for maybe a larger project, an indie film, whatever. But I see great potential for these even in wedding photography, because if you no longer have to be tethered to the camera with a radio, you take away the radio problems, the cackle, the pop, the bad connections with the wires, and then you put it all into there, and you just match it all up in post. I'm a big fan of Adobe's Premiere Pro CC, and it's super easy to automatically just pull in 2 or 3 sources of video and then an audio track from the Tascam, and it'll automatically put them all together and merge the clips, and then you just go into a multi-camera edit and off you go.
We did Christmas around the world and we ate a bunch of stuff from other places. We did Christmas around the world and we ate a bunch of stuff from other places. And then the best thing was the tamale. And then the best thing was the tamale.
But you know, for many photojournalists, many of us are being asked to capture video, and we don't really want to. Some of us are having to do still assignments all the time with our video as well, and like it seems like they're asking for more and more and more. And so the smaller we can get a kit to be, the better. And it doesn't get much smaller than a 4K system, 24-70 Zeiss lens, and a full-on professional microphone solution that'll fit into this little bag right here. First, here's a test of the shotgun mic on top of the RX10 and how that sounds. Now, it's probably a good 15 feet away from me, but I'm guessing it sounds still pretty decent. But now you can hear what it sounds like with the new Tascam little mini recorder. And as you can obviously tell, it's really good quality audio, especially for such an inexpensive 2-part system. So part 1 is the RX100 Mark V, which is a legit, you know, we're shooting in 24p 4K right now, but you could actually shoot 30p as well if you want to. And then we've got this little Tascam unit that is just an amazing piece of equipment. It's really an amazing piece of equipment, and it's going to change, I think, how many visual journalists do their job. This combination of this camera and this microphone can really affect wedding reportage, photojournalism, I mean, even indie filmmaking, because it's so small. It's a great POV camera. So there's lots of different things we can do now that we have a legit audio, a good source of quality audio, and a fantastic, super sharp image that we can use that's coming out of the RX100 Mark V. So for $1,200, you can have a camera that will literally fit into a bag with an audio solution with it. And I think that's pretty amazing. And so if you're not paying attention to what Sony's doing, you need to subscribe to my channel, because I love the stuff. I love what they're doing. They seem to be breaking all kinds of records and coming out with new products all the time. And these companion products that make the Sony cameras work, like this Tascam unit, they're just fantastic. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time when I come up with the next crazy idea of doing 4K video, heavy-duty production out of a big case with a small solution.